Hello Aquarius, welcome to your November 16th through 30th reading. This is a collective reading. That means all Aquariuses, Sun, Moon, and Rising are available for this particular reading. That means you have to figure out what belongs to you and what doesn't. It's really simple. All you have to do is allow your heart to ring true on the things that belong to you. You'll know it belongs to you because you'll feel it. It sometimes will move you into tears even. This is something that has been reported to me many times by people who watch my channel. If it doesn't ring true to you, if you reject it or feel like it's just not part of your path at this moment, leave it. It's for another Aquarius. There are thousands upon thousands of people watching these videos, and there's no way in the world I could do it through one reading and pick and, cherry pick each person's situation. So you have to be responsible for that portion. Now that that's said, thank you, angels, archangels, divine pure white light, divine spirit, spirit guides, gods and goddesses. Thank you so much to our higher selves as well for being present here for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising to allow them to have the information they seek to assist them in remaining on their highest possible spiritual path. Thank you so much, Divine Energy. You are always appreciated and welcome here. Quick announcement, upcoming memberships for Daily Vibe. This will be a daily reading I will be doing for all signs in a collective way each day. So it's a $4.99 membership fee for 31 readings a month, just to get a daily overview. I've had a lot of requests for that, so I look forward to being able to provide that for everyone. More to come. This is the here and now for you, Aquarius. This is wonderful. Great energy. Leaving behind things that no longer serve you. In the place of suspension in your love life, relationship, and spiritual life. Not for long, though, because this is sure cutting it loose. And this is a resurrection of something coming back around, second chance. And in your work life, wonderful blessings, looking out to the future, expectation. Aquarius, this is all about being centered and focused on your life path. We are all here for a purpose. Our job is to discern and set about getting to it as quickly as possible. Sometimes it takes a while, but definitely we have to be introspective about it, searching your soul. Okay, this is that sitting down and allowing yourself to connect to divine and receive the information you need and allow yourself to be guided to your divine purpose in this life. There's a contribution to be made by all. Each one of us has our own gifts, and it's up to us to try to figure out what it is and get about the business of being a benefit to others and ourselves through that gift. This is mine. And yes, I denied it many times, so you will go through your own trials and tribulations regarding that. Page of Wands. This is information coming in regarding work. The reason I say work is because it has the wands. It's talking about action and work. This means actual doing something. This is the High Priestess who is present. This is allowing your higher self to be guided by the universe. That's why you have this Hermit over here. To be guided by the universe. And this is doing a fine job of it. Your heart chakra's lit up. This is a new moon. Signaling the initiating the new cycle, or signaling the new cycle to begin. You're leading with your heart here. Head back, eyes closed. You're not using your human eyes in the natural. You're allowing the universe to guide you without fear. There's no fear. This woman is not afraid. If you're looking at her, she is not in any way afraid. She trusts 100% that she's being guided, and she's going with the flow, okay? She's not struggling against it. She's not trying to drive the bus. She's merely concentrating on where her destination is, and she's allowing the universe to get her there. The Empress. The Empress comes in when it's time for inspiration. This is the creative energy that comes in for all artistic endeavors. Anybody who's a writer, a singer, a musician, anyone who creates anything from nothing. Okay, so this is that inspiration of creation. To do that, and so let me just throw this out there. If you're feeling stuck, anyone, this is that energy that comes in to help you kind of shift gears and get that that spur of inspiration that gets a spark lit and gets you moving in the right direction. Sometimes we have to unload to move forward. Sometimes we're carrying too much baggage, okay? So this is letting go of what no longer serves you, leaving it behind. That's what the swords are. It can be mental thoughts. It can be negative thinking. It can be a person. It can be a place. It can be a job. It can literally be you packing your things and moving from one place to another. Some of you may be in the process of a physical move. In your relationship, love life, and spiritual life, it looks like you're being very inquisitive, looking at every direction, at every angle, trying to figure something out. You're on pause. This is putting yourself on pause, and you're doing it for a purpose. The information you seek comes in a big way. This is a gift from the universe, the Ace of Swords. It's divine inspiration. It is also a sword that cuts you loose from the ties that bind. So any previous obligation you had is now severed, and you may move freely about the cabin. This is allowing you to take that leap forward without looking back. Judgment. This is a blast from the past. This is a resurrection of something you thought may have been lost or not, no longer on the table or no longer an option. It comes back around. It can be you moving back to a place you used to live. It could be someone who you used to know moving back, or you running into them suddenly, hadn't seen them in years. It can be a person that you had a relationship with or a family member. It can be a place. It can be a thing. It can be a job. So there are so many possibilities for whatever this is, making the cycle back toward you. But nonetheless, it is coming your direction. In your work life, this is looking at your options, looking out into the future, choosing something new, looking into the future and ready to make a change, okay? This coincides with this moving forward here with what you have in your hand and leaving the rest. Now, this Four of Swords shows up because you're exhausted. So this is the Aquarian energy. It is the swords. Air sign is notorious for burning the candle at both ends. We have a lot of energy and we have a lot of mental thought that goes into every single thing we do. That also makes you very tired. So please get enough sleep, recharge your batteries. That's what this is for. Reconnect. Allow yourself to be open because you've got a whole lot of stuff coming in. Now, this Seven of Cups is an amazing blessing of all different kinds of things. But it can also feel like a burden because you've got to do some work with it. You can't just look at the blessing. This requires action. So sometimes the harvest is what you've been praying for, the wonderful, bounteous harvest, but you've got to work to process what you harvest. So let's see what the clarifiers have to say about this. Thank you, angels, archangels, divine pure white light, divine spirit, spirit guides, gods and goddesses. Thank you so much for being present here to allow Aquarius to have the information they seek to assist them in remaining on their highest possible spiritual path. Thank you so much, Divine. Your presence is always welcome here and very appreciated. Okay, we've got lots of stuff happening. Great. Oh, wow. Nice, nice, nice. Double nice. And good old Four of Pentacles. So, Four of Pentacles is the grounded earth energy. This is being solidly planted in your finances or in a foundational way. The only caution I give you here is to not cling too tightly. Try not to control the money in such a way that you are clenching it in a negative way. Remember, it's a living, breathing energy just like us. Giving it the ebb and flow, it has to be able to come and go. And you have to rethink how you send it out into the world. I actually used to have the fear of paying bills because it caused great big anxiety. Because I was spending every penny I had that I was earning to pay the bills. So it was always dramatic because everything I had just earned in the paycheck that I had just gotten was about to go right back out the door. So I had to learn to think about this differently and just literally coach myself into believing that when I sent it out to pay the bills, that it would come back. It would make room for that to come back plus more. So that's the only way I can do it without having that negative feeling. And it started to work. So I'm not going to complain. It happened. It brought friends. So Page of Wands coming in, giving you some information regarding a work situation. And the Hierophant. This is all about a job. This is giving you the keys to the kingdom, granting you access. So some of you are getting a message about a job that you've applied for or a job that you're going to apply for. This is definitely getting that position. It can be a hospital, a governmental agency. It's a large grouping of people who come to work at this place. It could be a university. You know, you get what I'm saying. So High Priestess, allowing yourself to go with the flow, which may also mean having to tear down some preconceived notions about what spirituality is and what your higher self is. This is removing an obstacle, something coming to light that is going to assist you in this. You have the Empress, which is the Divine Feminine, and the Page of Cups. Now, some folks believe that this is the sign that a child is coming. So some of you may be expecting a child, a grandchild, or something that a creative project you are giving birth to. Okay? You've also got the baby up here with the sun, so that would be conjunctive to this. Or conducive. There's a word. Seven of Swords, dropping what you no longer need, taking what you have, and moving forward in the right direction. This is a wonderful continuation of this card. The 7 and the 6 of Swords. So you're taking, so this is the 7, you've dropped 2 of them, and you're getting in the boat and taking what you've learned and your experience and your ideas and what you're carrying, moving forward into the right, smooth sailing. This is always a good transition. Some of you may be trying to, you're waiting it out to see if you are going to be bringing a new life into this world. This is also a spiritual revelation here. The Sun card is the happiest card in the deck. This is about joy, happiness, new birth, new growth, and the reassurance that it is going to be sustained. So some of you are going to be getting some good news. This Ace of Swords cuts away anything negative that no longer suits you, brings in the truth, cuts away all ties that bind, and cuts away anything unnecessary. Great path clearer and a gift from the universe. And with this gift comes a second gift, Ace of Rods. Now this can be a sign of fertility because this means fruitfulness, fertility, growth, new birth. This can also mean a new beginning in a job and or relationship. Both of these are great things to go with this new baby, which could be anything. Your new baby could be your new lifestyle. It can be your new project, your new creation, anything you're writing or making from scratch. Here is the Judgment card, something coming back around. So this may be your second try at this and you're finally successful. The Page of Swords is bringing some information in regarding this resurrection. So he's an inspired information person, coming to tell you something or give you a divine idea. Now, we get to the meat of it, Aquarius, because we are air signs, and this is a complete air sign move. This is the overanalysis paralysis card. You're overthinking it. Sometimes you get so overwhelmed with the decisions to be made that you just feel like you can't even move. You can't act. You're frozen. Please make a choice, any choice, just exactly what he did. Pick one. Pick one and go with it. If it's not the right one, put it back and get another one. But the object is to get yourself in the motion of choice instead of analyzing. The Four of Swords, get your rest because you're going to need it. You've got a lot ahead of you. Pay attention to the details. Focus on the small things. Make sure you get every little thing right. And here is the Seven of Cups, which is divine blessings. And the Lovers, which can be that you feel like this job, this employment, this thing that has happened is a divine match. Some of you actually may have someone at your job that you work with that is the person that you're feeling is the one that for you. And this amount of blessings here, you just feel overwhelmed and loved. Okay, so that can also be it for some of you. I love you all, Aquarius. From the bottom of my heart, I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Looks like some of you are going to have some really amazing things to celebrate. And I look forward to hearing all the comments because I know you guys like to tell me what's going on. Thank you for the likes, shares, and subscribes. Keep your eye open for the new membership for the Daily Vibe. And I love you all, and I will see you again in December. Many blessings. Namaste.